Hey, welcome back, you guys. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic reading. It is going to be for the 14th of March. As always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me just by writing the word compassion in the comment section. I choose one subscriber each week to get a free read. And I did just choose somebody yesterday, just FYI. So that's if you watch yesterday's video for the 13th, you will hear that free reading for a subscriber. So, all right, let's go ahead and start this storyline out. And what I want to know is what energy is our lead character sitting in right now? I don't usually start with a question, but for some reason I want to right now. Our lead character, whoever we're going to be talking about, is sitting in a Two of Wands. There is an element of pining for something that is far away. And it's weird because our lead character actually has everything that they need. Their life is going great. They're sitting here with the world in their hands, but they are kind of longingly looking at something that is distant. Now, the man in the moon is usually considered like lonely, isolated. It's almost like if we're sitting here kind of at a crossroads, it's more like we're going, wow, my life is great, but I do still pine for this lonely character. Like I miss someone who's far away, but they themselves are the ones that are in the lonely position. Not me. I know that my life is good, but in my quiet moments, I can't help but think, even in my quiet, abundant moments where I love my life, I can't help but still have my mind go down this other road where I think about someone far away, someone who maybe is lonely, or I view them as someone who isolated themselves from me. We have the Magician. This is not necessarily being at a crossroads. We're still planning on what we're going to be manifesting. We have Virgo Gemini energy. So our lead character is sitting in this vibe of no matter where I am in my life, I actually still, when we think about something, we don't just think about it. We're still secretly manifesting it because we're pining for it. So we want it. Why do we want this? Why do we want this? I'm asking that question before I ask, what is it that we want? Why do we want this? Ooh, the Tower. The Tower is major change. We want something that will shake up our life. Are we hungry? I don't want to say bored. That's mean to talk about, we have the whole world in our hands, but no matter how much success I have, it still isn't fulfilling me. I want a change in my life. Maybe my routine is so consistent that it's just tough. And it feels like it's not fair for me to say that because look at this, I've got the whole world in my hands. But the more we have, the more responsibilities we may have also, right? This is someone who keeps thinking and manifesting. I mean, this could be whoever our lead character is. This could be someone who's thinking about you, right? We'll see. But we want to change. So what is it that we want? What is it that our lead character wants? The Emperor in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Wow, somebody wants freedom from a connection that they're in. Somebody wants to be single instead of be with a person. Okay, so whoever this is, they may be in a connection that provides them with a lot of stability, a lot of money, all of that. But what they long for is to be solo and single, or they're hungry for someone that they view as solo and single. But it's weird because this can be taken in two different ways. I said, what is it that they are pining for? They may be jealously pining for someone that they view as single. So let me put it this way. If you are single, you are rocking it. You look like you're totally unconcerned with them, but they can't forget about you. And they are frustrated that you're good without them. Because this is the Emperor in the reverse. This is somebody who actually maybe sometimes likes to have people on strings. They couldn't get you on a string. Why are you the one that I can't stop thinking about? And you're the only one that I can't keep thinking about me. This is starting to not look so awesome that this person has a desire because, you could say you're the one that got away, but I don't really want to say that. I want to say you're the one that's impervious to someone's charms. If this person is looking out at that moon, someone far away, someone who is single, someone that now it's not so much that it's lonely, not when we put it together with the Nine of Pentacles, it's that they see you as they don't know what's going on in your life. You are so removed from them. Your life is lived at such a different level. How you operate, like they may see flashes. Let me see. How are they seeing this? How is it? Is it just in their mind's eye, or are they actually able to see? We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Well, we don't have communication at all. So this may be just that they are thinking back to a time when you used to love them, or maybe they're thinking about I didn't get to have you sing me those sweet love songs, or the fact that you don't sing me those anymore. There is maybe thoughts of you come to them in songs. Maybe there's things that, there's something that they remember. Maybe you sung to them. Maybe you played an instrument. Maybe there's something here. There's a memory that they carry and this person could be wealthy. This could be somebody who has all these things in their life, all worked out. And yet what they're hungry for, what they're pining for, what they still want is this faraway memory of someone that they view as single, completely alluring, completely living their life their own way, not singing them any love songs, not pining for them, but they sure have a memory of maybe once upon a time when you did. But there's a lot of jealousy here, a lot of attitude associated with like, why are you so good without me when I still think of you? So I feel like someone is very much, it's funny because they want their life to change. It's almost like this person would give up. Well, it's weird because I want to be careful how I say this. This person wants something in their life to actually change so that then maybe they could get you back. But they want things to change. Well, that's in their power to change it, right? This person is instead manifesting things, but to manifest because we're pining for something is not the same as taking conscious action necessarily. Now let's look at that closer. Maybe they are taking conscious action to change things. Tell me about the Magician. We have the Hermit in the reverse. This is starting to look like this person is trying to consciously make changes in their life, because a Hermit in the upright is where we just sit here in isolation and are contemplative about things. This is where we're openly communicating this. This person might be taking steps to make some changes in their life. Why do they think changes have to happen before they could have this? I mean, they see you as single and as super abundant and super attractive, but why do they think there needs to be changes? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is they're stressed out about what people would think of them. Judgment in the reverse. Oh, or they're stressed out that you wouldn't take them back either. Certainly not the way things are. Why? Why would you not take them back the way things are? Three of Pentacles. Did this lead character build something with somebody else? Is that what that was? They built something with someone else, and so you stopped thinking about them. Something about stability was really important to this lead character. And so if they were building stability elsewhere, we have Six of Cups, we have Seven of Cups. They're worried of what people would think. They're also worried that you wouldn't take them back. And I asked why, and it says because Three of Pentacles, I mean, we could be talking about like third party energy, but we have a Six of Cups and a Seven of Cups. There was something that was always confused. Maybe our lead character was always confused, even though they knew that you were a soulmate, but they were always confused about whether or not they could build something stable with you. They were always so stuck on, keep in mind, this person holds the world in their hands. This person shows up as, in their perception, they think that they're an emperor, but they have no power over you. Maybe they have power over everybody else. Maybe this person is a CEO of a major company. Their name is on lots of things. They have lots of money, or this can also be somebody who's, maybe it's not a major company or anything, but in their circle, you notice these people are circling around them. In their circle of peers, they imagine that they really are someone. And I say it that way because it's in the reverse. This person is not so powerful after all. But in their mind, they might have blown themselves into a legend. So in their mind, this person, they needed to have stability because their name depended on it, their reputation depended on it, whatever it was. It's like if the concern is that you won't take me back, and the concern is what other people think of me, I feel like this person cares a great deal too much about what other people think. And it's because they keep putting the wrong things in the forefront. What do I need? I need stability. What do I need? I need to run the world. What do I need? I need people to think that I'm in charge. But you, I can't seem to get in charge of. You rejected anyone. If this person made attempts to get you under their thumb, you probably showed them very quickly that that was absolutely not happening. That you would rather be single, solo, and fend for yourself than under their protection if it meant losing some kind of personal freedom or something. So this person is very confused, or they were very confused, even though they knew that you're a soulmate. They still kept focusing or prioritizing on, like, this person might have been unbendable also, but they were still confused about what to do. Maybe they had some other connection that was all about business, a contract where it's like, well, they're in a relationship with someone, but it's more like they can't leave it because of the business aspect. And they really thought that, well, yeah, but I mean, I'm married, but it's only for the stuff. It's for the legal assets that we share, that I keep up the appearances of that. So I want you also on the side. And you were like, yeah, no, that's not happening. No, keep your, they might have even said, but I have all this stuff. That means, I'll be able to take you on trips. I'll be able to kind of provide for you. It's just that we have to have a relationship on the side, because it wouldn't be great to flaunt it, even though it's this weird world that this person lives in where stuff was really important. Stuff was more important than what was really important. So if they're in connections that provide all of their stability and their whatever they're to the rest of the world, it looks like they're keeping up with the Joneses, and they stay in a connection that allows them to do that, yet they're drawn to you, but they don't know what to do about it. And I don't know, I feel with this Emperor in the reverse, like this person thought that they should be able to acquire you as well. And you said, yeah, no, that's not ever happening. I feel as if maybe that's why you were so unimpressed by this person's wealth, their image of themselves. It looks like you are the type where you wanted someone to be actually present and invested and romantic, and you're not taking anything less than that. That's what this looks like. So you're the one that they couldn't get on the hook. Maybe this person is used to, quote unquote, like dazzling people with their money, and maybe they work in an industry where they swagger around a little bit, and they really thought that would be enough to make you just feel so excited and lucky that they're giving you attention. And you're like, yeah, I could care less about your status. Like, that's not why I'm attracted to anybody. And the reason I'm saying all of it this way is because she is super content to talk to a little bluebird. She's good. She's totally unaware, and she's extremely glamorous, extremely abundant. She's an eye catcher, right? This person can't quite comprehend how is it that someone like you is not impressed by me when I'm so impressed by you. This is okay. Crazy story so far, but that's sometimes what we get. Do I change decks? It feels we're going to use that deck again. I don't know why, but that's what I feel like right now. So what is happening in your world right now? What is happening in your world? Because we see you single. I mean, sorry, but there's no other interpretation on that. That we have a single person who is totally good. And what is going on in your world? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Ain't no lies in your world. That's nice. Not running from anything, not lying about anything, not having liars around you. Your world, you might have cleaned house, including of them. Like, not interested. If that's how you are. We have the Hermit in the reverse. You may be putting yourself out there. But what's interesting is we have the Five of Cups in the upright, and we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. In your world right now, you're not going into any deep contemplation. You've already healed from things, and you might actually be energetically aware of how much this person is yearning for you, and you may not be reciprocating that vibe to them at all. That, or you're being super honest with yourself that although I've healed, I do still wish that this had been different, but it wasn't. And it may be a blend of the both. When we're being super honest with ourselves and when we've truly healed is when we can say, oh yeah, it was too bad because I know that this person really wanted me, but the things that they put emphasis on in their life and what they thought they could have and then also still have me, that was never going to fly. It's almost like there's a disappointment that this person couldn't be, they couldn't really allow themselves to have what they wanted because they felt like they needed stability and power more than they needed the connection with you, even though they knew that the connection was profound, and so did you. Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, over and over, we just see that you've healed from this. You've accepted it. You're not in a place, you're not pining for them. They're pining for you. Okay, now I see why I had to go back. So tell me about them now. Sorry, guys. King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Hanged Man in the reverse. Wow. So number one, you notice that we got a couple of pretty tattered cards. This person is trying really hard to be very logical. They're trying really hard to, their veneer is wearing off. I think that your absence is wearing on this person. You notice how the bird is covering one of his eyes. So this person wears a little bit of a mask. Like I said, they go out at night. Our lead character goes out at night and they sit up here on the rooftop. So basically when they're alone, when they get a place, either it's when they go to bed at night, this is in their dream state, or this is literally at night. They find a way to, maybe this person travels a lot, maybe they're alone a lot at night somehow, but they think, their mind always goes to you. That's their nightly routine. Every night I drift off to thinking about you. In the daytime, I'm calm, cool, collected, but there's all kinds of holes showing up in this person's world. This card is tattered beyond belief right now. And we have something, this is, it's a dark bird, but birds are messengers. There is something that continuously is like, I almost feel like this person continuously thinks about, I think they're getting less happy with their circumstances every day, and it's getting harder and harder to hide that. To see that this is, a total lie. They're living a lie. They're acting like everything is fine, and it's not. This is a serpent that looks like flowers. This person is still, though, hoarding what they feel they need. So this person really operates from a lack mentality, even though we saw them as abundant. We saw them as, these cards make somebody show up as like, they have a lot of like money, a lot of wealth. They have a lot of sense of stability in their life. And yet it is all a lie that this is making them feel stable. They're enjoying this at this point, not at all. And it's becoming too much for them to hide from themselves anymore with the Hanged Man in the reverse. So what does that mean? If this is too much for them to keep hiding from themselves, what does that mean? Four of Wands. Because now they're realizing that, okay, I achieved all this money. I created a name for myself. I feel like my community, thinks highly of me. But you know what I want now? You know what I'm hungry for? You know what I think about all the time? I think about, I want to be someplace off in the woods with a person who knows my heart and soul. I want to be in a relationship that's loving. That's why this is getting to be too much. They know at this point, it's like, you can eat as much as you want. Your belly's still not going to be full because you're not eating what you need. It's like you can have plenty of food, but if it's not nutritious, you're still not getting everything that your body needs to truly be healthy. So all of a sudden their life is becoming more about the quality of their life, not the quantity of stuff that they possess. they're becoming aware that they want something more. So what does that translate to? I feel like stretching. I guess we'll go this deck. What does that translate to? 6 of coins to the 7 of coins, the devil to the tower. Wow. This person is truly starting to think about what it would feel like to give and build a long-term relationship, to give equally, to actually quit being attached to the wrong thing. You know, if they've wanted long-term stability and they thought money would be the way to that and money would then make them happy, they're realizing that I have money, I have long-term stability, and I kind of obsessively think about the one thing I don't have, which is the one person that said I will not be a part of your life if you are like trying to play, if you're trying to put me in a place in your life that allows you to still operate and go after these other things in your life and not make me your true partner, then forget it. I would rather be single. They're realizing that their attachment to all that stuff, it doesn't matter to them anymore. This person is breaking through their own, you know, the devilish attachment because it doesn't satisfy them anymore. Now what they want is someone to, like, I guess, share with. That's a totally different vibe. Totally different vibe. So what action are they going to take towards you then? 10 of Cups. Serious? 10 of Cups. Ooh, 2 of Swords and the Hermit. So the 10 of Cups goes to the Ace of Cups. So it's like this person is deciding, they're kind of getting jazzed now. Like, I know what I want to be happy. I want you. And I'm making a decision that it's you I want. The only thing that they didn't account for is 2 of Swords to the 3 of Swords. If I come rushing in, what if you tell me no? That could break my heart. So now they go into this deep contemplation with the Hermit that then goes to the Wheel of Fortune. What do I do? Let me see, because I don't know. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is there because things are going to happen now. But after they contemplate things, I only read this deck in the upright, by the way. We have a 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. This person is finally realizing that they left their soulmate out in the cold. If they are going to come back in and be with their soulmate, they have to come in and be ready to lay all of their heart on the line to be their soulmate's equal. It's not, no more is it going to be them trying to achieve certain status. Their time of, let me put it this way. I feel like even if this person had been in another commitment in the past that was more like a business connection than a romantic connection, or they stayed in a loveless situation because it looked good on paper, that meant that they were always still, even if they were in a connection, they were always still essentially single, right? They could do whatever they wanted. That's why they were like, well, what do you mean? I can be with you. Yeah, I mean, I'm married to somebody else, but they don't care. That's our agreement. We just don't wave it in each other's noses and we're good with it. So I can have you. You're like, yeah, that's not how that works because it's not okay with me. I want someone committed to me. I don't want you acting single. If I'm with my soulmate, that's the point. We co-create, we build a life together. You're not offering to build a life with me. You want me to be like an item that you collect and then you put it, you know, in your, I don't know, it's almost like, I don't want to say put on a shelf, but it's an item that you would be able to obtain. That's not what I am. I'm your equal, I'm your partner, or I'm nothing. I don't get owned by someone. And that's what this feels like, is ownership. And I have to say that is the only way to say it because of that terrible energy that comes off of an Emperor in the reverse who's got people on strings. That's the major thing. This person is finally understanding that they're only just now realizing that the reason they can't stop thinking about you is because they actually had a connection with you. And for the first time ever, they actually want to be in an equal relationship. That's not something they've done before. The thought of they're still first operating off of, yes, I want this. I love you. I want you in my life. I'm no longer attached to stuff. But oh my God, what if you say no to me? That would hurt me because I really want this. I got to think about this. What would it mean to be with someone that I really want to be with? Well, first off, I would want to make sure that we promise each other that we won't leave each other out in the cold, even though I clearly left you out in the cold in the past. But I want to make sure that, how do I make sure that you would not leave me? Oh, we both have to be equal partners. We both have to share. I'm not going to be single anymore. If I'm with you, I don't operate the way I did with my previous relationship, where even though I was in a commitment, I was still always kind of like free to do whatever I wanted. The two of us would be equal partners in every step of the way. That's the way this has to work. And it's open emotions. It's completely like, my resources are yours. It's all of it gets combined, but particularly at the emotional component. I don't look at you as someone that I want to obtain. It's that I want to make you happy so that you smile, because it matters to me that you're happy. I want you to love me, but authentically. I want us to be connected. I don't just want to collect you as someone that I desire. I want you to desire me. That's a new thing for someone like this. This person perhaps had never contemplated it that way before. I want you to want me. That's important to me, that you want to be with me, that you love me. If you say you don't, that will hurt me. I don't think this person ever really thought too much about what other people wanted prior to now. It was all about them acquiring what they needed. There was I'm going to say I don't think that this person cared very much about anyone else other than them achieving their successes, their financial benchmarks, all the things that they needed to obtain. And that's how they lived their whole life without realizing it. And that's what made you so different. That's why they can't stop thinking about you, because there was some connection that they formed with you, possibly the only person they've ever formed a connection with. And you flat out said, I'm not an object to be acquired. You don't come at me like that. So no, you can't have me. And I feel like it was a bummer, but it was like, yeah, that's how that is. And I've let you go because I wouldn't choose somebody who operates like that. It feels like basically they were very 3D and you were very 5D in like how you view the world. So at this point, I don't know what's going to happen if this person, now they're having these changes and these perspective shifts. Let's just take one quick peek at the potential outcome here. We have a 3 of Cups in the reverse. I don't know. I mean, we had seen you got over this person. It was a bummer, but it's how it was, and you got over this person. 5 of Cups in the reverse. I don't know. Let me get one more, because we keep seeing, I said one more. We got like 4 or 5 more. We have a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow, they're almost all reverse. We have an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. We have a Queen of Swords in the reverse. We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. This, to me, the potential outcome here, it could be on one hand that somebody is saying, like, I'm not trying to put you into third parties. I'm not. I don't want to have any regrets over this. But the King of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost like you counter with, yeah, but you never gave to anybody in your life. Do you really know how to give now? You know how to acquire, but do you really know how to give? Because I don't want to start something new with you if you don't know how to give. This is like, I would slowly maybe get to know you again with the 7 of Pentacles. Like, it would take a lot of time for me to open back up to you. Queen of Swords in the reverse and the 9 of Swords in the reverse. This is, I feel like you've got some choice words to say to this person. Like, I don't know. This kind of looks like there were a lot of things left unspoken. You got over the way this person was, but I still just don't know that this is something that you are super comfortable with. That, or you're saying, what about your other person in the past? And they might be saying, yeah, they'll probably be pretty mad that it's over with them, but it is over and I'm not worried about that. I'm not after money anymore. I'm not after whatever I had with that previous person. Because remember, we saw them as a King of Swords. Now we do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is somebody angry. This, it could be that you're challenging this person and saying, you know, I thought that this was over and I got over you because you couldn't give. And I never thought that you would be coming back in. And I don't know that I would want to give anything to you at this point, because I don't understand how, when you've lived your whole life in one particular way, and when you had an opportunity with me in the past, you mistreated me and you stayed with somebody else. You know, it would take a long time probably for me to trust you. So what are you really going to do? You're really going to go ahead and not go back to that other ex who, you know, they're going to be mad that you are done with them anyway. And I feel like this person is saying, no, I'm not worried about the ex. What I'm worried about is what we can build. I mean, I just feel like this is kind of it's kind of blunt, you know, and probably should be, because this person has a lot kind of to answer for, possibly. They're thinking that they can win you back. Knight of Cups. We have the Star card and the Justice in the reverse. Thing is, it is only fair that they would have to put in real effort to show you that they're different now. That's what this says. Star card in the reverse says they had a big old missed opportunity with you, and that's what they have to face now. They're coming in way too little too late. But if they really want to put in effort and try to woo you properly, get you to open up to them properly, it is possible, but it would take time. Mostly because I think that it's like with so many reversals, especially, it's like, so wait a second, you've done a 180, you've totally reversed. You know, before I was something that you maybe could acquire, and if you couldn't, then fine, you'll just blow me off. And then it turns out you've been pining for me all this time. You chose money, you chose things other than me, but now you want to choose me, and I'm supposed to just believe that. Not that you just got bored with your other situation and now you're coming back in to waste some more of my time. You know, I just feel like this is pretty hard hitting. It's like, I'm not buying it, because I'm supposed to believe that you did a 180. You don't walk in, tell me, okay, now I want you, and I go, okay. You know, that's not how this is going to fly. Which I think that is the equivalent of, like, you missed your shot with me. You didn't actually want me in the past. You wanted money. You chose something other than me, and you showed me what you value. That's who you are to me now. So it's only fair that I treat you the way you've revealed yourself to be to me. You're the person who had a soulmate. You knew I was a soulmate, but you didn't choose me. You chose money, and you chose it for a really long time. But now I'm supposed to believe that you've done a 180. That's just not feasible for me, that I would buy that. I certainly, it's not going to get me to throw my arms around your neck and give you a big old smack, or, you know, big old kiss on the lips. Like, that's not happening. This person, they would have to put in some effort, and they can't see, if they come in like, no, this is going to happen, you're going to be mine again, it's all over. It's like them behaving like an emperor in the reverse again, assuming that they can get you back, assuming that they're entitled to something that they're not. This is where I like seeing that they're coming in as a knight. This is an action taker who would work on things they have not achieved. They did not get you to say yes, and they know it. They would have to prove themselves. And even then, it may not work, right? We don't know. Will that knight reach their destination? Will they get you to be their love? You seem single, abundant, and doing your thing. You may not even want somebody in your life right now. But in this case, it does look very much like, unbeknownst to you, this person has been pining for you at night, and you're oblivious to it. And that's like, how is it that you're not thinking of me, but I'm thinking of you? Well, because in your mind, this was done. Anyway, that's what I have on this one. It's kind of a heavy storyline, perhaps, but it is what it is. As always, they are just stories. You know, whatever is reality is each person's individual life. These are just fictional stories. So your story can be very different. bear that in mind. The only things that ever come true are what we choose to manifest for ourselves. So I hope you guys have a good time when you're here. Thank you for joining me. Ooh, my doggy's barking. He scared me. And on that note, we close. Thank you for being here. Bye, guys.